Should I get a certification? This is the question that has been rotating in your mind that you're about. Should I get a certification? This is the question that has been rotating in your mind that you're about to finally answer by the end of the episode. You're about to learn the 4 skills to master for super simple, sustainable, and strategic 5K months. What to prioritize when building your income to $60,000 a year, and how your body and bank account will tell you when it is time for more training. This is one of the most common questions I receive. I recently did a training called The Embodied Entrepreneur, and I asked you guys, oh, hey, like, what would you like to see in this training? And 70% of the participants said, I want to know how to know if I should get a certification. I'm thinking about getting a certification, and something like that. And so here's the podcast, finally answering that question. I have been through my own version of this question of, should I be getting a certification? What should I do? And I actually had a graduation ceremony last year with quite a few of my really close friends, because I realized, I've been in the role of a student and I've done so many certifications so many times. Or I've been I did 2 university degrees. I started another university degree and didn't finish it. I've done so many different trainings and been in education for so long that it became a part of my identity. And I really wanted to shift that at the end of last year. So we did a graduation ceremony. And now you don't need to do a graduation ceremony or decide that you're not studying anymore. If anything, I'm a massive fan of you continuing your education and learning more, because you're probably hungry for knowledge like I am. However, you and I both care for you making at least $5,000 each month in your business that is easy, that is sustainable, that's going to set you up to do more things that you enjoy in life. And sometimes that's going to be financing some of your studies. So let's dive in and figure out how we're going to make that happen. So a lot of people, when I like this question, this is a good question that I like to have people come to me and we ask this question essentially because we're looking to solve a problem in our business, right? Possibly we don't feel super confident in the service that we're providing, but probably we're not seeing the income that we want to be seeing in our business. So this is a really wonderful question to ask. It means that you're looking and you're saying, there's something that's not quite right. I wonder what it is. And maybe I need a certification. A lot of people think, and this isn't bad, it's just kind of a thought pattern that I'm noticing a lot of people have, and I also had. We think that by improving our skills, our service providing skills, or the amount of things that we can do, right? We think that by improving those skills, getting another certification, it will solve both the service problem and the sales problem. Most of the time that isn't true. Most of the time what ends up happening is you overwhelm yourself with another certification. Now your energy is going towards learning this new thing, and at the end of the day, your bank account looks exactly the same, if not lower numbers. Now, the purpose of this podcast is to address the sales problem. How do I create 5K months inside of my business? Do I need another certification? The purpose of this podcast is not to address how confident do I feel in my service providing. I think I'll make another podcast for that, but we're going to touch on it a little bit because you need to feel confident in the service that you're providing in order to make money, but you don't need another certification. So for most people, unless you are already selling with ease and confidence, which if you are earning less than $60,000 a year, you probably aren't, we need to address the sales problem. Most of us want to squirm our way out of getting better at selling. We think it needs to be icky. We think it needs to be like some magic formula that I need to learn from Gary Vee. No, it's not. You can sell things in a way that your body feels good about. You don't have to feel icky. It can feel natural. Selling is an exchange of it's an exchange. We exchange things all the time. You probably have done exchanges with your colleagues and things like that. We're just putting some money in. Now, money is something that we all need to speak about. Once again, out of the scope of this podcast, but I do have some other episodes on money and your relationship with money that I encourage you to look at. You can just kind of scroll down and look at the ones. I forget their names right now. But what we want to do, if we're going to create 5K months without a certification, and we want to finally answer the question of, do I need a certification? What we need to do is develop your own somatic sales strategy. We need to focus your energy. If I choose to pursue two goals, getting a certification and increasing my income, what happens inside of your nervous system is that there's now a lot of uncertainty. I am learning a new thing and I'm learning sales. And you're probably learning marketing in your business, and you're probably learning the back end skills of your business, and you're probably learning, like, what am I doing with my taxes in my business? Where you're learning so many new things. There's so much uncertainty. When we want to create sustainable income that feels good and easy, we want to minimize the amount of uncertainty that just isn't necessary. So I'm going to present a different option. I want you to just feel into how this feels in your body. What if you could focus your energy on increasing your income within your business by developing a somatic sales strategy? This is a process that I have my clients complete that creates a sales blueprint that they're really proud of, that aligns with their nervous system needs, that aligns with their values, and aligns with what their clients need to feel supported in their decision-making process, which is sales. Sales is the process of making decisions about where to focus energy. Your somatic sales strategy is going to take into account how you feel about money, how you feel speaking, how you feel about connecting to other people, how you feel about marketing. It's going to take into account past trauma that you've had around expression, past trauma you've had around religion, past trauma that you've had around money. It's going to take into account the amount of money that you currently have in your bank account. It's going to take into account every single piece of you, but most importantly, every single piece of what your nervous system is experiencing in the world, which we know, if we listen to the other episodes, isn't based on what's happening in your reality in front of you right now. It's based on the information that your nervous system has gained over the past 7 generations. So we focus on creating a somatic sales strategy to increase your income to 5K a month, because by having this focus, it's much more likely to happen and going to happen quicker. Your energy becomes so focused and potent that it's easier for the body to give you the thoughts, feelings, and emotions and sensations that allow this new income to come in, and then come in again, and then come in again, and then come in again, and again, and again. It's not too overwhelming, even though there will be moments that it's difficult. But it has the right amount of uncertainty and stress that the body feels motivated to pursue. And then it gets all of those like fun, happy, that experience of like dopamine of like, I did something difficult. It's the correct amount of stress to put on the body to get something done. So to solve the sales problem and get you to 5K months, we focus on selling solutions with your new strategy. We get confident about what we can do, and we focus on, and we throw away what we can't. Right, of course, everyone is going to have resistance to this. If you didn't have resistance to it, you would be doing it right now. Having resistance isn't a problem. It's a sign of where we're going to focus our energy next. So a lot of the time people have resistance because they're like, well, what can I sell? I don't know what I can do. Or they are bored, or it like feels out of alignment. I use the word feels out of alignment a lot, and I generally think things can be in and out of alignment, but sometimes just that thought process, and you can hate me for this, but just that thought process of it feels out of alignment is almost like a lazy way of saying there's something inside that is full of resistance and I don't have the curiosity of going in and figuring out what that is. Like, I have a client and she felt like, until we had our kind of process together, she felt like selling was manipulative. And this happened, she felt like this because of some messages that she received as a kid. So what did we do? We went back in, we did some healing work, we did some trauma work, we did some somatic inquiry, and we found a position in her body, sensations in her body, and the emotions that she wants to pursue selling with, and the integrity in her values. We created sales pillars so that she can go and sell. And she feels really good about it and she's making sales. So yes, you're going to have resistance. Maybe it feels boring. Maybe it feels like the thing that you're going to sell is old. Maybe you feel like it's not what people want. These are, once again, thoughts, feelings, and emotions that are just happening inside of your body. And we don't objectively know if they are true. And perhaps they're even supportive for you. Perhaps it makes sense to sell something that you are bored by. Yes, you have to be in love with the solution. Yes, you have to be confident in what it can do. But it's okay to feel bored by your business. That's a sign that your body has assimilated it as the new norm. So let's say that you're a VA and you want to sell like a new package or something. What we might do is create a somatic sales strategy around how you can sell something, a skill that you have already been using. Say that you're a VA transitioning to podcast development, but you're not making those 5K months, but you want to transition to podcast hosting and, helping people with their podcasts. I would say, let's get you so good at sales and selling solutions. Let's practice that skill and get that skill so normalized inside of your body and nervous system. Selling VA services in a way that makes sense. It doesn't mean you need to be at your computer all day. It doesn't mean you can't charge anything. But let's get you so at ease with the act of selling to the point where you know exactly what you need to do to make 5K this month. It's already done. And then from that foundation and that nourished space, let's go get you another certification. How fun. And that takes us to the next question, which is, how do I know if my body and bank account is ready to pursue the next certification? And I can give you one. And I will give you one way to know, one kind of goal to work towards, to know if you're ready for the next certification. There is nuance in everything I say, but let's keep this clear, concise. And if you want to discuss the nuance, send me a message. Let's talk about it as human beings. I'm really curious to know what you think and your thoughts around it. But yeah, let's discuss nuance together. Send me a message on Instagram. How do you know when your body and bank account is ready? How does your body and bank account tell you when to pursue the next certification? Bank account answer, simple. You're bringing in at least $5,000 a month, each month, every month, and you're not stressed out. Because that tells us that we know how to sell. We've mastered the art of selling. We know how to market. We have some good skills mastered, and our body is comfortable at that. It's created a new set point. And so we have a cushion and a foundation for you to now go pursue new studies without feeling stressed out, without it impacting your income, without it impacting how you speak to your spouse, without it impacting your period, without it impacting your gym schedule. We have a cushion and a foundation and a new set point that has been normalized inside of the body. So let's add something on top of that. Let's add some more fun and uncertainty and development. Let's thrive from this place. Body. Honestly, the one that I'm going to offer up for you today here, because I'm here to help you make sustainable income that you can go out and enjoy your life with a little bit more. You're bored. You're bored. Like, you're bored with your processes. It's like, do it, like, pursue the certification because you're bored and you want to add a challenging, you want to develop more because it's fun, because it's like, oh, life is good and look how I can enjoy learning these things. And allow your business to support you in that expansion. Don't push for more education because you feel you need to it in order to be supported by money and by your business. You don't. Your business and money in general can support and nourish you just as you are. Just as you are. You have enough. You know enough. Allow that to settle into your body. You have enough. You know enough. We just need to practice some skills. And we can practice those skills more effectively when we are only focusing on practicing those skills. We can master those skills effectively, and then you can go from a place of nourishment to learn more, to discover more, to have more fun. So let me know what you think of this by sending me a message. I'm so curious to know if you've come to similar conclusions, if you are completely against it. I'm excited to hear about your perspective. And I'm also excited to work on your somatic sales strategy process with you. The best way that you can do that, the next best step, is to download my workshop masterclass immersive experience called The Embodied Entrepreneur. In this 90-minute session, you're going to learn the one question you need to ask yourself to find more ease and less anxiety throughout your day, what you must know if you want to create sustainable income this year without chronic burnout or overworking, the very unpopular advice that helped me save thousands of dollars and thousands of hours becoming a full-time coach, and the only strategy you need to double your income and impact, and the 4 nervous system foundations to create more pleasure and ease in success and business. This experience is chock-a-block. You will not be the same after sitting with it. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. You'll find all of the information that you need, all of the links in the show notes.